Let's see what's in the box.
Wow. Hey guys, it's Pam here from Travel with Pam. Gonna try again today to check what's in the box. I ordered Dune London shoes. My shoes. And they're gorgeous. Hey, there's more stuff in the box. Wow. There's an Osmo Mobile 3 combo gimbal from DJI. And there's another gimbal, which is the Xeon Q2 Smooth. If you really want to know why there's two gimbals in here, I'm going to unbox both of these gimbals and I'm going to test them, see which one I would like. And the other is going to be gifted to a friend that's on his way to New York for Christmas. So one of these two gimbals is spending Christmas in New York. So do you have any ideas of which of these two gimbals I should keep and which one I should give away? Leave some comments below. Today's episode, I'm going to unbox this Osmo Mobile 3 combo gimbal by DJI, and in the next vlog I'm going to unbox the Xeon Q2 and we will review both of these. Gimbals add to stable footage as you vlog, especially when you're walking. It prevents jittery movements in your videos. So let's go through. So you can get this DJI Osmo Mobile gimbal as a combo or as a standalone. The combo works quite well because you get additional accessories, which is basically the tripod, a carry case for it, which is very useful. This Osmo 3 is about $150 or 2,200 rands. I'm quite excited to see what's inside here. So this is the carry case, the hard case. And this, let's see what's in here. These I assume are the cables, the instructions and reading information. Cables are in here. This is quite cool. This I assume is the tripod. So that's the tripod. It's quite nice packaging. These are little bumpers. We'll see where those go. And this is the charging cable. I want to see which type charging cable it is. So this is the C-type charger. Okay, one more set of things. The lanyard. Wow, this gimbal's quite small compared to the Osmo 2. Let's have a look at some of the features on this gimbal and the buttons. So there is the zoom button on the side of the gimbal, the toggle, the joystick, the end button and the record button. What is quite nice about this is it's got a C-type charging cable and it has a USB charging port as well, which allows you to plug your phone in to charge. Out of the 15-hour battery life of this gimbal, it would be very useful to charge your phone. Download the DJI Mimo app, and that's a really good feature now that it's compatible with this gimbal, because you can use it with your Osmo Pocket or your drone, and it's the same app that you pair your device with. A really cool feature that's been brought back on this Osmo 3 gimbal is the trigger here, which is in the front of the gimbal, and it allows you a lot of cool features which I'll go through in a little while. Let's power up this gimbal. The lights will flash, and the light flashing basically tells you the power that's remaining on the battery. The next thing I'm going to do is just stick the smartphone into the gimbal. It's a Huawei P30, and we need to balance it. When you're sticking the smartphone into the gimbal, there is a directional arrow which shows you which direction your camera should go into. It slides in quite nicely, and what you need to do is basically make sure that your phone is balanced. I'm just trying to balance this, and it's supposed to be quite easy to balance, and there we go. That was quite easy. Apparently it's just supposed to lie freely, and once we switch this on, we'll see in which direction it goes. Let's try it out. This is how I feel, because it does nothing. So we've just downloaded the DJI Osmo Mimo app. In order to activate the gimbal, and you put in your email address, your password, and agree to a whole lot of terms and conditions, and you activate the gimbal, and as you can see, it says activation successful. You can't move away from this page, and I'm just going to read the notice for beginners. So it is in portrait mode at the moment, and I'm just going to swipe to select a shooting mode. Okay, so it's now gone into landscape mode because I've double tapped. Double tap again. So it switches between landscape and portrait mode by double tapping. The joystick rotates it, and you can see it has a certain level of rotation, and I can't really get to the angle of showing you the side of it. There we go. So that is the rotation that it can do. So it is limited by the new arm that's on this gimbal. That's quite a cool rotation. Let's see if it does the 360. Okay, so that's the extent of the rotation. I'm going to double tap to get it back to reset it. Apparently double tapping resets it. Put it into standby mode. Okay, so this is quite useful if it goes into standby mode. So instead of removing the phone when you want to use it, you can just basically flip it back into its original position, and this is quite a nifty feature which I like. And you can use your phone if you need to, so it just goes back into its original mode. What's supposed to be useful with this gimbal is everything you do can be done with one hand, so you can be vlogging alone. The image that I'm looking at currently is quite stable. If you want to use it as the torch mode, you've got to swing it out to the side because the arm is going to get in the way. So to get the arm out of the way, you've got to basically swing it up. And then what's also really cool about this gimbal is that you can activate it by using gestures, like you can use the peace sign or your palm and it activates, which is quite useful. It's also got new features like the Active Tracker 3.0, which can track a person quite easily, and I'll show you a bit of that later on. And the sport mode is very useful if you want to follow your kids around or the dog around. It reacts very quickly and you can follow in sport mode. So those are some of the features that makes this one of the best gimbals out there, and I really like the sport mode and the active tracker 3.0 mode. Some of the features that I dislike about this gimbal is that it does not integrate directly with the app on your phone, so you need to use it with the DJI Mimo app. It's also, this motor, they've taken it out of the way of the gimbal, but with the new phones that are coming out that are wide angle, you've got to be very careful as to not get that arm into your picture. So you've always got to tilt it to the side and then to the bottom in that torch mode. So that's one of the features. It also has a limited range of tilt as we saw earlier. So those are some of the features that I don't really like on this gimbal, but otherwise it's been quite a lot of fun. Let's look at some of the features of the app. There's a hyperlapse, time-lapse, video, photo, pano, and a story mode. I'm going to try the video mode with the tracker and see how that works. So for the tracker, you've got to draw a little box around, and as you pan, that picture basically just stays as part of your video. We still need to figure out a little bit more about this tracking feature, don't you think, Kevin?
Yeah, I think we need more practice.
We'll take it on our next hike and try it out on the hike. Aren't you going on a hike soon?
Yes, I will be. I think that would be an amazing place to take it to.
And you can get like a lot of cool footage from that. I wonder if we can switch this camera around so that you can just see while we're walking.
Show them the portrait view. It's quite stable, eh? It actually tracks you quite nicely.
And you're supposed to be able to switch between selfie mode and the normal camera mode as well. Okay, so this is us trying to track us while we're walking. The gimbal is quite useful because you can see this footage is very stable. So the footage is quite stable. Kevin, what are your views on this gimbal? It's the Osmo 3 Mobile DJI gimbal.
It's quite a cool tool.
I think it's just practice on how to use it. I think it's not as easy to use as a lot of the videos that we've seen on this gimbal or the uses. But you can see that we've put the tracking on, but we've clearly not mastered it because we're still out of the picture.
Yeah.
But the footage is really, really stable.
It is amazing. Check at that.
Would you buy something like this?
I see no shakes. I definitely will.
I think it's going to take a little bit of practice for us to get the angles right and get the footage. And now I see it's a lot better with the tracking. Let's go inside and see if we can track a little bit better out of the sun. Square, it's supposed to be draw square and it will track us. Maybe we're not on the tracking feature. And then it just looks away.
Wait, go down, bend down.
I hope you found this useful. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe and leave a comment below.